What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Game Show. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with Ghost of Tsushima. We're going to be picking up where we left off. I believe this is the start of Act 2. We have saved Lord Shimura. Ryuzo betrayed us.
I could use your help in the fight ahead.
You have your uncle, Jin. You don't need me.
I need every ally I can trust.
Well, yeah, but he loves you, Yuna, because, you know, that's what's going on here. High school bullshit. Yeah, and he's wondering if Yuna's going to leave, all this stuff. So, I get a feeling, now that we're in Act 2, we're going to continue Masako's tale to hunt down the people who killed her family. Continue Ishikawa's hunt for Tomoe.
Good luck with
You know,
uncle.
I'm assuming we're going to get something with Kenji not being a gigantic piece of shit. I'm going to guess Yuna's going to have a, you know, like a side mission train. I'm kind of hoping that there's maybe some more characters or something that are going to get added. I don't know. Just throwing that out there.
Jin, you look well. We will defeat the Khan and the coward Ryuzo. Mount their heads on the battlements of my castle. But I can't do this without you.
You have me.
I heard of your exploits when I was in prison. Your methods were brutal. Impulsive. Without honor.
Yeah, they saved your
But
ass.
I had to. For you.
I know, Jin. And I will be forever in your debt. But you can't continue down this path. All of Tsushima looks to us for guidance. We must save our home together. As samurai.
What about Yuna? She saved my life and helped free you. All she wants in return is safe passage to the mainland.
I will grant it when the seas are clear. But only if she helps me retake my castle.
Thank you, Uncle.
We ride within the hour.
Yes, Lord Shimura.
You know, Shimura is kind of...
I should check on the others.
Something I just kind of noticed. He's kind of like a religious leader, like a priest-like character in a lot of games. Like, that's the vibe he's giving off. It just, not from a point of view of religion. It's kind of interesting. You know, I've said this before. I really think this whole cast, characters and voice performances, it's really all coming together very well. I mean, the characters themselves are all a little, I don't want to say two-dimensional, I'd say stereotypical, you know. Jin is your stoical main character. Yuna is your kind of, they keep dragging me back into this. I really don't want, you know, kind of like half in, half out kind of character. You know, Ishikawa is that teacher whose own student has kind of come back to haunt him, or he's made some bad decisions like that and he has to atone for it. Masako is the last surviving member of her clan, trying to hunt down the people who did it. You know, it's like I said, it's a little stereotypical. I stand by it. I think Ryuzo's actually the most, I'd say, dynamic character, I guess is the right way to put it. Just because he's not just the general or the leader who's going to do whatever he can to save his men. He's also has that whole personal ambition storyline, which, yeah, it's a little slapped together, but I think it adds more depth to him than I think some of the other characters have had, and I'm only speaking as far as I have seen in the game. Maybe it expands a little bit down as we go, but as far as we've seen, I think Ryuzo has the most depth. But again, after that scene in the last video, I keep coming back to it. Holy shit, man. That scene, where just he was screaming to open the gates after lighting those guys on fire. I mean, the VA just, oh wow, just blew me away, man.
Jin.
Where the hell are they? Oh, there you are.
How are the defenses coming?
Slow.
But they'll pick up once we get the forge going.
Good work, both of you.
Anything to help, Lord Sakai.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm a little drunk right now, and throughout this video, I plan on getting drunker. I'm planning on doing kind of like a 2-hour video, just long form, just kind of go where the wind takes me, kind of thing.
Jin,
Lady Masako, any news on your family's killers?
My hunt continues. I've tracked several of the names to Toyotama.
You won't have to find them alone. But when the time comes to retake Lord Shimura's castle, can I count on your sword?
I'll be there, and we will destroy our enemies together.
What was I saying? Well, yeah, I'm just kind of celebrating the end of my work week, my first day off. I got another one tomorrow, so kind of excited and really get to spend tomorrow recording. Today I spent most of it sleeping. I just haven't been sleeping well lately. But, oh my god, it's so nice to be able to drink uninhibitedly again. You know, people find it weird that I drink at like 4 in the morning without realizing that I work at nights, that, you know, like I work like 8 to 4 in the morning. So, you know, usually I'll go home, like I'll have a drink or two before I head to bed. I don't know, maybe that's why I don't sleep well, but people find that odd. I don't know why. Yeah. That's as I'm rambling here, that's kind of my plan for this video. Kind of drunkenly stumble across Tsushima. I've had a couple, I don't know what to call it, like punch drinks or something. They're like, it's like a fruit puree mixed with like vodka, amaretto, whiskey, some other stuff. It's pretty good, you ask me. I really like it. I've had like 3 of those. I'm drinking a Mike's right now. I know I'm a bit of a bitch. I'm drinking fruity cocktails and a hard lemonade.
Any news on your fallen student?
I heard rumors of a Japanese archer helping the Mongols in Nakashima.
It has to be Tomoe.
I'm heading to a camp for survivors near the coast. I may know more.
I will find you there, Sensei. You have my word.
So yeah, any weird cuts or whatever, just kind of assume that I'm getting up to either take a bathroom break or get more booze. Planning on after this video is starting to upload, do what as Sterling Archer would call it, a power blackout. I'm setting a bad example for anybody out there watching.
Lord Shimura will grant you passage to the mainland, after you help us retake his castle.
this isn't my fight, Jin.
This is everyone's fight. Prove your worth to Lord Shimura, and he will reward you. I promise.
Lord Sakai, it's time.
Typical samurai. Squeezing people for everything they're worth.
But not finishing that thought. Now, as always, I say when I talk about the fact that I'm drinking while I'm recording, I'm 26. It's entirely legal that I'm, that I'm drinking or whatever. Anybody out there who is not, of age, don't. I clearly do not support that. Blah, 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 blah. Where the hell is my uncle? You on your horse? You... Are you at the gate? Oh, there he is. I was saying something earlier about the voice performances in this game.
Those don't know about the old forest path. This way.
Uncle, I'm sorry I didn't free you sooner.
You have nothing to apologize for, Jin.
What sort of man is the Khan?
A clever beast, but I know his kind. All ambition and no honor.
He learned our language, kept you alive. What is he after?
He wanted me to aid his conquest of our mainland. Offered me wealth, power, wives.
He thought you'd turn against your own people?
For that insult alone, I will kill him.
Tell me about this woman who saved your life.
Yuna is brave, loyal, and good in a fight.
Ishikawa said she's a thief.
She can be a little rough, but she has a good heart.
Take care where you place your faith. You were friends with Yuzo too.
The battles ahead will be difficult.
I need to know I can rely on my people.
You have my full support. And Yuna's.
See, I was told that this next area is
Long ago, chaos.
still really pretty, but it's visually different. Well, the last one was kind of mountainous. I'm gonna guess this is more of a forest region.
Must show our people that honorable.
I agree. It's still got that very pretty aesthetic to it. That tree doesn't look great though. You can kind of see the.
Armor of Clan Sakai.
You know what I mean? You can.
Since my father died.
The past cannot hurt you, Jin.
I mean, you can kind of see it if you focus on the tree. You know, you can just kind of see how all the different pieces. You can see the seams. That's kind of what I'm saying. You know, like right there in that branch. Yeah. I've said this about this game's visuals 1,000 times, man. It's up close. They're not super pretty. I mean, there's some cool detail, like strands of hair. I've even mentioned how sweat drips down their faces. I really like those details. But for the most part, this game is beautiful in its vistas, and its long-range shots, and what it's able to render and the detail in those, mixed with the lighting, just really makes it so pretty. Mix that with, I think, I'm gonna say cinematography.
Burning wood and bodies.
Holy shit.
They raided farms to the south. Never like this.
This is the Khan's revenge for my escape. We must save any farm left standing. Without them,
Like I was saying, I'd call it cinematography. Just the shot selection, you know, like that long distance shot of Jin falling off the bridge at the beginning. It's super pretty in its own way. I keep saying in its own way, like I'm qualifying it. It is a pretty game. Oh, yeah, great. Yeah, I hate fighting on horseback anyways. Come on. Come on. Ah.
Mongols! I saw them in Castle Kaneda.
They're the Khan's wolves, sent north to ravage our people.
Nobu, come on.
Oh, right. I feel like I was starting to say this before Shimura started talking. No, I right before I was talking about the characters, how I think they kind of fit into stereotypical roles. I do think it's like I said, but I still like them. I think they fit into this game perfectly. They're very well cast and very well performed. As a whole, I'd say that this cast is very on par with each other. Not that they're average, but that each one is putting up a great performance, if that makes sense. You know, I think all their performances are equal to, for the most part, they're equal to each other. I think there's a few standouts. Again, I said Ryuzo's really good. Honestly, I think so far he might be my standout of this game. And I know so many people have been falling all over. Holy crap, I can't think. They've been falling all over Yuna and Masako, which perfectly fine. And maybe I'll go with Masako a little more than Yuna, just because I think I've seen Lady Masako have a few really good scenes. It's just I'm waiting for those, I guess, those scenes with Yuna that really.
They're calling for help.
I'm blind. What's the word? That really kind of gets me to go, yeah, she's a standout performance. But I'd say Masako and Ryuzo so far, actually, I think are my standouts. As much as I still love Jin's performance, even though he is more of that, come on, Brian, he's more that stoic character, but personally, I like more stoic characters. That's a personal thing with me. Take care of this bowman.
They deserve worse. Reinforcements want to trap us.
Totally lost my train of thought. I was talking about the character performances, but yeah, I really like the, just as a whole, I'd say the cast is really on par with itself.
What's she doing here?
War bats right behind me. They have explosives.
We can use that against them.
Ready your bow.
Kill them all!
I forgot my fire arrows are with my... or with my short bow, not or my half bow, not my long bow.
You're ready to fight for our cause?
I need to get off this island. So does Taka.
We're not finished yet. To the lighthouse. We'll rekindle its flame. Show the Mongols our victory at Castle Kaneda was only the beginning. And tell the Khan we're coming for him.
I keep saying it's a bit ridiculous that like 3 or 4 people keep retaking these massive... I mean, this isn't a massive fortification, but you know what I mean.
You were an effective distraction.
A pleasure to serve, my lords.
We need more warriors like you following us into battle.
You may have trouble finding them. Unless you broaden your horizons.
We have business in the lighthouse. Speak your mind, then leave us to it.
Yarikawa has plenty of warriors. If their walls haven't fallen.
I put down the Yarikawa rebellion. Its people have no love for me.
I know. I grew up there.
Is that where you learned to steal?
Yuna has great admiration for you, Lord Shimura. She can convince her people to fight under your banner.
Very well. Help Lord Sakai raise this army, and you will be on the first transport to the mainland.
With my brother.
Wait for me in Old Yarikawa.
Thank you, Jin.
You know, I said I think Masako is a standout for me. I think if I had to pick 2 standouts, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna pull Masako off of that standout performance for this game. Because if I had to pick my 2 standouts, I'd actually go Ryuzo just for that scene in the last video that I keep talking about, and Khoten Khan. Actually, I think he is such a cool villain. I'll go into this more in a second, but I feel like we're about to have a cutscene.
I hope the Khan sees this.
He will.
We will take back your castle, Uncle.
And destroy the Mongols. As honorable samurai. Return home and claim your father's armor. Recruit the peasants of Yarikawa. I will petition the Shogun for reinforcements.
How we get a message to the mainland?
I have unsavory friends of my own. A pirate named Goro in Omugi Cove owes me a debt.
If he's alive, I'll find him.
Bring him to me at our old hunting camp. We will meet again soon. Until then, travel safely. I cannot lose you again.
Oh, never mind. We have to
We freed a
listen.
Mongol prisoner here. A warrior monk. He wants to speak with you.
A warrior monk. I'll find him.
But as I was saying, actually, I'd say Masako's a close third to Ryuzo, but I really love Khotun Khan. I actually think in a weird way this game is kind of carried by our bad guys. Let's talk to this guy first.
Lord Sakai, my thanks to you and your companions.
Where do you serve?
Cedar Temple. Our warrior monks rode south to fight the Mongols after we heard about Komoda. But our journey ended here.
I'm sorry. What happened?
We were ambushed and taken captive. Shoved into a covered pit. No food. So dark I couldn't see my hands in front of my face. I think they took Joban out first. We heard him struggling and shouting. Then shouts turned to screams. We could smell burning. But we refused to submit.
God damn, did the Mongols just have like a hard-on for burning people alive?
Took my brother, Enjo.
Enjo. The Guardian? I'm sorry, he's gone. He was a great warrior.
An even better brother.
What's your name?
Norio, my lord. This is where they held us.
That hole would barely fit 6 men.
I promised it holds double that.
Walk with me, Norio. I want to show you something. You rode from Toyotama. What was it like?
Kushi Temple was spared, as were the healers of Akashima. I hear the pirate's nest of Umugi Cove still stands.
Oh, okay. No, I can't ride my horse. But no, as I was saying, just real quick, I think this game is kind of carried by its villains. I think that Khotun is a great bad guy, just a great, just kind of pure bad guy. You know, he's clearly your antagonist. He's ruthless and violent, but he's also very intelligent and very almost subdued in a lot of his scenes. I think that actually makes him more frightening than if he was just, I'm gonna rip your head off all the time. He comes across as very intelligent and everything, but again, he's so big and he's a skilled fighter that he can back up any threat or any vocal sort of intimidation, which it makes him very good as, just like I said, an enemy general or leader like this.
Shimura is free. He can lead us to victory. I hope you join our fight.
The monks of Cedar Temple can help. They're all within a day's ride. Support them, and we'll sweep the Mongols back into the ocean.
We will avenge your brother, Norio. All the monks who died here.
I don't seek revenge, but I will fight for peace.
Okay, so we kind of have our nice little setup for the next, like the groups that, the pirates, the Yarikawa people, the warrior monks. So again, it's kind of like the Straw Hats and Masako and Ishikawa. It's kind of like it's all of our new factions.
I Takashima village to support our healers. If we're going to fight back, we need their skills. I can introduce you to Hochi. My brother always said he's the greatest healer of us all.
Then I'll see you again in Nakashima.
I've said this in the past. This game is very... Jesus. Okay. What was I saying? I've said this in the past. I think this game is very I'm trying to think here. This game is very yeah, I'm sorry. I'm kind of blanking on exactly how I want to describe this. It's very formulaic in its setup. I mean, it's very old school in its setup, or old school, you know, early 2000s in the way it structures its missions and its game world. But I personally don't mind that. I actually kind of like it. But, yeah, you know, that's me. But Jesus, I keep getting distracted and trying to talk about our villains. But, right, I think Khotun is that very good, just pure bad guy. Ah, damn it, I got distracted. He's a very good pure bad guy, but I think Ryuzo adds that kind of complicated essence. Ah, come on, I'm getting too slow on the... There we go. Ryuzo adds something, I think, to the villain. Or to the Mongol group. He adds maybe a familiarity, confliction to what he's doing. Khotun Khan is striking back by sending Mongol forces to raid farmsteads of Izuhara, liberate the farmsteads to free your people. Okay. All right. I think we can definitely head back and do that. Message and fire. We need samurai reinforcements. The Shogun can provide, but only if we... blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, I want the Sakai armor and the Sakai mask. Definitely. That is something that I want. We'll, I'm going to set my waypoint for that and then kind of... You know, we'll come back and clear shit. You know, we'll clear side stuff like the bamboo cutting and whatnot as we go. But yeah, first and foremost, I want the Sakai clan armor. There we go. But yeah, whatever. As I got completely distracted, yeah, that's my opinion on our villains. I really like Khotun and Ryuzo. I really think this game is kind of led by its villains in a weird way. It's well done. I like it. There was one other thing I wanted to talk about. It was during that ride with Lord Shimura. He said something interesting, and I've gotten completely distracted. I can't remember what it is. Nope. Can't think of it. Oh well. See if I can get things to clear up a little bit. Get it to be all sunny. Oh, that's pleasant. I guess instead of being kind of like a forest region like I was thinking, I guess it's kind of more swampy in a way. I kind of like it. Oh, I didn't realize that there were stone stance is effective against sword. Yeah, I'm in sword. Oh wait, I guess I'm not in sword stance. Man, let go of me, asshole.
Effective. You're going to be all right.
You're that samurai who stormed Castle Kaneda. The savior of Lord Shimura. My life is yours, Lord Sakai.
I'll see that you keep it. I could use information about the area.
I don't know much. just that the Mongols have taken over the lighthouse on Kubara's coast.
A fine outpost for scouting. Thank you.
And now that I think about it, I haven't upgraded my techniques in a little bit. Yeah, let's be able to parry incoming, what was it saying? Let's parry incoming arrows, and let's increase stagger damage on both, what was it saying? Both spear and, yeah, you get what I mean. I've just totally lost my train of thought. What new headband did I pick up? Yeah, I can't unsee anything. Oh well. And looks like nothing along the way to the Sakai homestead, so let's keep going where we were going. You know, if I can take a chance to talk about something completely random and pointless, I want to talk about the Dead Rising franchise. And I know it's like, well, AJ, why the hell are you talking about Dead Rising? Because I had like this weird hankering to watch just some Dead Rising LPs, and you know, I've gotten through the first 2 games. I'm watching the third one, and just because I've played bits and pieces of the third one, but for the most part, I've just seen it. You know, just seen LPs of it. I'm not a fan of number 3. I'm really not. And I know there are people who like Dead Rising 3. I just don't see the appeal. I mean, Nick's an interesting character. They did some interesting gameplay things. But for the most part, I feel like 3 jumped the shark too much for me. And I'm talking in terms of its weapons and the car crafting, and like the car crafting is kind of cool, but at the same time, it's the stuff you craft, it's absolutely, and I know I'm going to have people say, you know, when I say it's ridiculous, I'm going to have people say, well, AJ, Dead Rising is ridiculous. That's kind of the point of Dead Rising. Yeah, it is, and I'm not going to deny that. But to me, Dead Rising has always been... It's been at least the first 2 games, which I think are the best 2. I think they are over the top.
No sign of any other monks, though.
Did I accidentally start a main mission? No, okay. Oh, he's just right there. Oh, okay. I could have started a new legend. What was I saying? But no, I think the first 2 games are over the top, they're ridiculous, but they're still grounded in a way. Mix that with, I think their stories are actually pretty good. I mean, in the first one, you know, it's the conspiracy of the beef production that they, you know, tried to make they accidentally made zombie cows to make better beef production out of cows and everything. I'm like, okay, it's kind of, I mean, it's ridiculous, but it's kind of, okay, I can see you know, how this kind of came to be and everything like that. You know, set it in the mall, so you know, you can have all the, you know, crazy weapons and clothing options and everything. So it's like I said, it's over the top and ridiculous, definitely. But I still feel as though 1 had some level of groundedness. I'll say it like that. And I think the same thing with 2. 2 was a story of a father trying to save his daughter and clear his name and everything. It's, again, over the top and ridiculous. Get up. What was I saying? You know, definitely over the top and ridiculous. But still, I think had a level of it being grounded. I mean, hell, even in the combo weapons in 2, they were still... I think somewhat believable. I mean, yeah, you want to say the paddle saw. Like, really? You take a boat oar and then put 2 chainsaws on the end of it? That'd be ridiculously heavy. But, like, you could see how Chuck could create that with some limited knowledge of mechanical skill, which we know he has from working on dirt bikes and whatever. And, what was I saying? That and his, duct tape and, having access to the crafting benches and everything. Okay, you can understand where he'd be able to create some of these weapons, or at least the theory behind it, even though again, suspension of disbelief and everything. But you can kind of go, okay, I kind of see it. At least I can. In 3, they took it just a little too far with the weapons, and while yes, I know Nick is a mechanic in 3, that is his, his story, I still feel that fusing the cars together and just, having like, what I saw one, it's like you mix a muscle car and a crappy sedan, and oh, look, now we have a car that shoots acid, or we have this car that has an unlimited shotgun turret. I'm like, I understand the concept of like reinforcing one car with another, but at the same time, really, they have like shotgun turrets and, there's shotgun turrets and there's this and that. I'm like, okay, it's, like I said, we've gone from, okay, ridiculous, but, okay, somewhat believable, to, okay, are you freaking kidding me? Like, that's what I'm getting at. Like, it just, 3, in my opinion, jumped the shark. It went too far. And then 4 was just kind of like the developer going, you know what? We already did it with, we already did it with, already did it with the first game, or with the third game. Let's just go balls to the wall, like with that weapon. What? It's like a sledgehammer mixed with grenades that you make almost right from the start of that one. I mean, it's a cool weapon, but it's a cool weapon, but I'm like, that's a ridiculous concept. It just overly ridiculous, like the ice swords and it just everything. Just some of the stuff in 4 was, it's like I said, it was too much. I'd almost describe the Dead Rising franchise as the first one was kind of like the first Saw movie, created by some visionary directors, who had a really neat concept, but not a lot of money. So, what, we're going to make this kind of like culty hit. That, granted, technically you could argue Dead Rising was a bit of a ripoff of Dawn of the Dead, but, that's, we can talk about that. You know what I'm saying? We can we can sit and talk about that. But yeah, we can talk about Dead Rising being a ripoff of Dawn of the Dead. But again, I believe Capcom won that lawsuit. Wait a minute, I can't remember. Was Capcom sued or did Capcom do the suit? I want to say Capcom got sued because Dead Rising was so similar to Dawn of the Dead's at least initial premise. Either way, unimportant. I'm getting off track. But no, like the first game, like I said, it just kind of felt like it was kind of a cult hit. It was fun, campy, over the top, but I think it definitely delivered. Again, like I said, kind of like the first Saw movie, in my opinion. And then we had the sequel, which was kind of a, you know what? The studio has more faith in these directors. It's still being done by the original people who have this love and creation of the franchise. So we're gonna, now we're gonna do the same thing with a bigger budget. And, hence why they made the casino. Everything makes sense of, how Fortune City was a really cool way to kind of do the same thing but different, because you can kind of have the casino/mall thing, and it's like I said, it's different, but it's still relatively the same concept as the first Dead Rising, which, okay, to me it works. See if there's anybody in there. Like I said, I think it works. And again, I honestly, I think Dead Rising 2 is probably the best Dead Rising game. And then they made 3, which was the original directors didn't want to do another one. And I'm not saying that the people who worked on Dead Rising 1 didn't work on Dead Rising 3, or people who worked on 1, 2, and 3 were all the exact same people. But you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to make, like I said, like a comparison here. So kind of go with the metaphor or whatever. Just trying to do a group thing, but it didn't work out for me. Who the fuck is shooting at me? There we go. Holy crap. As I was saying, I would put, yeah, that's how I would describe Dead Rising's 1 and 2. Still done by the same team or creators or whatever, but still I think had the same feel to them. 3 was okay. We're gonna, this is our last grip on a franchise. We're gonna spend all this money, bring in all these famous people together for this project, and then it ends up being a soulless, lifeless kind of continuation. To me, that's what 3 felt like. It just felt like, hey, what made Dead Rising so cool? Oh, it was the crazy, all the crazy weapons and the combining shit and the this and the that. Which, yeah, I think that's an element to it. But I think part of what made Dead Rising cool was actually the characters. It was the stories. To me, on the lower difficulties, I think Dead Rising 3 got to the point where it was too easy. I mean, honestly, looking back on it and kind of remembering, Dead Rising 1 was hard. If you wanted to save everyone and do everything and fight every psychopath in that game, that was hard. Dead Rising 2 is definitely easier, but it still had its own difficulty. I think 3 just, it got too easy with trying to find everything. Conversation with the Khan 4. Lately, Khotan Khan has spoken often of home, a lifelong eagle hunter before departing for the Goryeo, I hope that's correct, campaign. He realized his favorite golden eagle, which he nicknamed Little Brother. Then our talk turned once more to politics. The Empire is driven by family and tribal clashes, much like our competing clans here. He told me a battle for succession broke out after Genghis Khan's death about 10 years ago. Kublai emerged the victor, but it is by no means assured he will remain so. Khotun feels the great mistake of Kublai's rival is a too rigid adherence to the old ways of the steppes, I'm not sure, which he compared to what he sees as Lord Shimura's over-reliance on the traditions of the samurai. But yeah, I'm getting close to the end of my point here. But yeah, so that's kind of how I saw 3. It was kind of like that, kind of like what. Anybody remember Predator? You know, how they tried to bring that franchise back with that new film, and it just. Yeah, it didn't work out. I mean, I heard it wasn't awful, but it just, no. It didn't capture the fun of, you know, the old ones. It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't, it just wasn't what you'd want out of that franchise. So yeah, I think that's what 3 was. Mix that with, I think, in Dead Rising 3, I think they tried to make it a little bit more... I don't want to say realistic, because there was a lot of really stupid shit in 3. You know, like the guy, like because all the psychos in that game represented the 7 deadly sins. The guy representing lust that you found in the back of the sex shop, you know, he had it looked like a cock. What was it? It was what did he call it? It was his lust cannon. It was a half flamethrower, half like ice liquid nitrogen gun or whatever. It was really a stupid weapon. Like, really, like even the psychos in Dead Rising have always kind of had unique weapons. You know, like looking at like Adam the Clown with his juggling chainsaws. But even then, it's still. It was more understandable than that stupid thing. But yeah, but again, I think they just tried to make 3 darker, and they tried to make it more kind of like an edgy person's interpretation of Dead Rising, because Dead Rising is always, even when it's been kind of darker, it's still been lighthearted in its own way. The 3 was just trying to be edgy, and it just didn't click with me. And again, this is all my opinion. If you want to disagree with me, tell me something in the comments. Feel free. That's your prerogative. You know, we can always talk about, you know, things. As always, I say keep it constructive, and let's, you know, actually talk and not just yell at each other. You know, but I mean, I understand this is the internet, but still. But no, and then 4 was kind of like a direct-to-DVD sequel sort of game, where it was just, okay, like, you know what, again, it's just kind of like, you know what, let's just go fucking nuts. We did all this stuff in the first place, let's just keep going. Why the hell not? And it just didn't click with me. I think I played 4 on the channel. I still got a kick out of it because it's so fun in its own way. It's fun, and like I said, that D movie where I said D as in dog, not B as in boy. That sort of like D movie straight to DVD kind of goofiness. You know, I thought so. I think 4 had its charms, just like I think 3 had its charms. It's just I would love to see Dead Rising come back and recapture the vibe of the original game, or the first 2 games. I would really love that to happen. I think that's kind of my point. Also, Frank West, to me, in 4, now that I'm kind of watching somebody play 4, I'm kind of sitting here thinking, man, they really changed Frank's character. And I get it, time has passed, he's kind of changed, you know, he probably let the hype of being the whole guy who broke the Santa Cabeza and the zombie thing kind of go to his head, but he didn't seem like You know, it's like, ooh, I'm constantly spitting one-liners, and, you know, we knew he covered wars and whatnot. Yes, I know, that is a bad joke. But, you know, he wasn't always spitting dad jokes and one-liners and, you know, fist bump, and I love mini golf, and I don't want to bash on it too much, because I thought it was funny. At the same time, though, what was the thing? What was I saying? At the same time, though, however, just again, I think that the oh yeah, the Straw Hats. I forgot they're I guess now part of the Mongols. So now I kind of have to get used to fighting against somebody who's using a more a samurai style sword, you know, kind of sword style words. Who's shooting at me? Yeah, either way, if I'm going to make one more complaint about that franchise as a whole, I was not a fan of the changes they made to Frank West's character. It didn't feel like him. It felt like they were just almost completely created a new character. Thought that was an explosive barrel. God damn it, I was trying to roll off that thing and it wasn't working for me. I'm just getting my ass beat right now. Okay, thank you for telling me, game. No, let me finish the sword slash. Oh my god, don't... Are you happy? There we go. Now it's just you and me, punk. Hell. Alright. Whatever I was talking about. I was talking about the Dead Rising franchise for no reason. But yeah, like I said, I just think I think that franchise really I'd love to see it return, you know, Dead Rising 5 or just something. I'd love to see it come back and kind of recapture that goofy charm that the first and second game had. And it's like I said, I think the what is the point of killing deer? Like, don't let me be able to kill deer if I can't, like, hunt them for pelts or something. What was it? These torii gates lead to Lush Peak Shrine, Sanctuary of Shinatsushiko, Kami of the Wind. Play your little flute pipe thingy.
Come and fight!
Oh, okay. Apparently there were. Can I do a standoff against Mongol dogs? Oh shit.
Go to oven!
Need more kunai. Hell, I think I've been going hard on a lot of my throwables. Where the hell did my fox friend go? There he is. I like how they jump up and down. Just kind of say, "Hey, I'm over here. Hey, you forgot about me. Don't worry."
Hold still. Is there anywhere you can go?
I don't know, my lord. I was traveling the roads when I stumbled across their nearby outpost. The bastards are capturing anyone who tries to pass.
I'll clear the road. Until then, stay hidden.
Aha, more technique points. And 3 more to earn a charm of silence. All right. Yeah, let's go hunt down the shrine. Let's I don't know, like climb this mountain shrine thing. I don't really have a good transition back into the video. Oh my god, they are taking from Sly Cooper. Because there is no human way that he'd be able to do this. Though I do like him kind of like struggling on the rope, but come on, what is he? Joseph Gordon-Levitt in that movie where he played the guy who tight-roped between the I can't remember the rest of what the point of that movie was. I feel like I have failed you guys. But either way, the main point of that joke was the fact that what the fuck? I clearly swung forward and not, you know, straight up. There we go. Yeah, whatever. The point was him tight-roping like that. That's clearly a Sly Cooper move. What's out there on that island? Fort Midodake. I guess that's taken over by the Mongols. You know, I know I said this in the past, but I feel like this whole game kind of feels like a Far Cry game in its own way. Like, yeah, it's the constant taking over of these like little outposts or whatever, which was the most fun part of Far Cry. That's just what it reminds me of. Alright, so it's a little more intricate this late into the game. The shrines at the beginning were all fairly simple. I wouldn't call them navigation puzzles, but I guess similar to the radio towers and the bell towers in Far Cry's 3 and 4. There you go. I'm gonna keep referencing Far Cry. Ah, come on. Charm of Sunatsuhiko. There we go. I cannot pronounce that. Staggering an enemy prevents interrupted melee attacks for 6 seconds. Oh, that's not bad. But again, I still like the charm of Amaterasu. What's the other one that I use? The Mizunokami? Yeah, I'm going to keep those for now. It's going to have to be something really good for me to give up those two. All right, let's head back to our way to Omi Village. I might have to speed up my playing. I'm getting sleepy. I get one of two things when I drink a lot. I either get, you know, bubbly, or I get sleepy. And, man, we got option 2. Yeah, I'll come back at a later date. Ruins of Old Yarikawa. Yeah, I figured my horse wouldn't land that well. Oh, okay. Thought that was a fox then. I'd be willing to do a more shorter. God damn, another Mongol encampment. Actually, I guess it's not a Mongol encampment. Mongol shields are lightweight with a circular domed construction of woven and bound wicker or willow, which is then sometimes covered in animal hide or leather, though heftier variants are often adopted by more heavily armored shock troops. In either case, the handles are constructed so that when gripped, the shield is aligned with the front of the closed fist. Huh. Okay. I'm going to assume that's done so... Yeah, so you could kind of punch and strike with the shield easier than if it was... and I could be wrong on this, but I believe more Western-style shields, you know, something that you'd think of with a knight, would be typically held almost with a grip with your arm kind of out in front of you, where if you'd strike, you'd have to push your arm out, almost like you're using a backhanded fist. But with the Mongol shield, with the way the grip works, you can almost just punch straight with it to try and knock somebody off balance. I'm kind of like mimicking it here, sitting at my desk, but I don't do a face cam, so you can't see me.
Good evening.
You seem lost in thought. Is everything all right?
There's so much to fear right now, my lord. But there are still places of beauty to remind us what truly matters. Even the birds know it. I followed a flock to a place that filled me with peace.
I used to write haiku in places like that. There was no better place to center my mind and body before battle.
I hope you'll find peace again soon, Lord Sakai.
I still love how they're doing this whole... Oh, you're not just a warrior, you're a poet. And I know that's true, that, people who, that it was, that, samurai did haiku and whatnot, but I feel like they're making it more of a thing in this than it actually was. But, again, poetic license, I guess, or creative license. You know what I mean. God damn it.
Who will fight?
I've never done a standoff against That's why I've never done a standoff against a knife guy. Makes that with the camera was not in a good position there for a standoff. A riverbed straw hat. Okay. See, that I've mentioned in the past, this game does have collectibles like that. You can find straw hats, you can find headbands, you can find little cosmetic items like that that didn't really stand out until you got close to it and saw the shine. I really like that. It's a neat way to do collectibles. It's not floating and, rotating in the, on the ground like, ooh, this is the quest item or whatever. No, it's like I said, it's subtle. It's well done. Again, kind of like that banner that I just picked up. It caught my eye, I thought on it for a second, and I doubled back. Because you can easily miss the, again, that shine that you kind of get with interactable items. Lord Shimura's castle. Alright, I didn't really want to come to his castle. I wanted to go to my family home and get my cool ghost armor. Because this better be what I'm going to go pick up, or else I'm going to be super pissed. Because hell, I've been waiting all game to get this damn armor. Kubara. Kubara. Sorry, I had a Yu Yu Hakusho flash. And yes, I know that is Kuwabara. Totally different person. Totally different name. But still, makes me smile.
Let's go, Nobu.
Alright guys, weird question for you. Favorite Yu Yu Hakusho character? Go! And, you know, if you've made it this far in the video, finish watching the video, but then go watch Yu Yu Hakusho. It's a really good anime. Great art, great story, great characters, all that. And I'd also say the English dub is very good. And as far as my favorite Yu Yu character goes, it's Yusuke. I mean, it's... Yeah, I know. Oh, your favorite's the main character. Yeah, but I love his character. I love his powers. You know, the Spirit Gun might be one of my favorite anime, like, energy attacks ever. Yeah, either way, I'm a big Yusuke Urameshi fan. Hello! Just ignore me running through your camp.
Many say they're myth, but the kappa are real. Kappa? Demons, my lord. They've been seen near a fishing hut in Akashima.
Demons. Or men. I'll go see for myself.
God damn, are we there yet? We're gonna get there and it's gonna be like overrun by Mongols, isn't it? God damn it, I want to go out there and look at that little island. I just don't want to swim out there. Oh, laziness. How you cripple me sometimes.
Omi village. Home.
Nice little estate he's got here.
No sign of Mongols. Where is it?
How dare you! Oh, young master. I feared you were dead.
I came as soon as I could. It's good to see you, Yuriko.
You look tired. Are you hungry?
Not now. Thank you. The Khan's army must have marched past here. Have you had any trouble?
A few bandits. Nothing I can't take care of.
I've come for my father's... my armor.
You refused to wear it at Komoda Beach.
A lot has changed since then.
I hid it somewhere safe.
All right, I already like this lady. Still, though, I kind of wish that she, instead of immediately going to, like, a bow, I get it, it's the culture or whatever, I kind of wish that she would have given him a hug.
I'll get Taichi to help me fetch it. He's at the cemetery.
What's he doing there?
Tending the grounds. Gathering plants for my poisons. Keeps vermin out of our food stores.
I'm glad you're not alone.
What about Lord Shimura?
Alive. The Mongols captured him at Komoda, but we freed him.
Oh, others survived. And they're helping you?
A few. Lady Masako.
Good. She's been fighting alongside the boys since she was knee-high.
You'll have to tell me more about that someday.
But it's just the two of you?
A few others. Sensei Ishikawa.
I haven't seen him in years. Does he still act like he's the only one who knows how to do things?
Half the time he's right. But his aim is unmatched.
He would certainly agree.
Lord Sakai, you're back.
I wish I could stay. But I hear you're taking good care of Yuriko.
You've got that backwards, my lord.
Taichi, help me get the Sakai armor.
Go. I should pay my respects.
The weeds haven't been...
All right, where's the grave? Excuse me. I'm really gonna stop making these punch drinks. They're really fucking good, though. You get like an ulcer or something. Ooh, are we about to duel a ghost? Can we duel a ghost?
I mourn my father. His grave close, his soul distant. This old tree lives on.
Yeah, I think in the past I called that those, the tree that was giving off those red leaves. I think I called it a maple tree. Actually, I believe it's a Japanese oak. I believe that's the proper term or the actual name of it. I could be wrong. It could be a maple tree. I could be completely fucking wrong. I don't know. But I saw a similar tree in something else, and they called it a Japanese oak. So I've got a feeling that that's what it is. Can we get a side mission or something with Ninja Grandma? Because I like her. Can we get like a DLC or something of her fighting those bandits? Have it be like a wave defense mission kind of thing. I think that would be fun. Kind of dumb, but I think it would be fun.
Jin, help me.
Oh my god, that really hurt. Sorry, I'm choking. I think I'm dying a little bit.
Young master?
Are you alright?
Yes, just lightheaded. For a moment, I thought you looked...
Face us, coward!
Get inside.
The Sakai mask, worn by the greatest samurai of the Sakai clan. Excuse me. For the leader of the Sakai clan, previously worn by Jin's father, Kazumasa Sakai.
Looking for me?
Jeez, I've got to get used to... Oh, cool. My standoff streak actually goes up by 1 now. Aw, oh, damn, I didn't have enough, I don't have enough health to revive. Oh, that sucks. Oh, man. Choking on alcohol really hurts. Oh.
Stand and fight me!
Yeah, man, I've really been flubbing my... Jesus. God damn. Fighting the Straw Hats is hard. God damn, these load times are great. There we go. I was getting fooled by feints.
Yuriko!
I guess seeing that I'm wearing the armor of Clan Sakai, I should stop wearing that. Although the warrior shadow kind of fits, but clearly I should be wearing the... Well, you know what? It actually doesn't really match the... Nah, you know what? I'll go with it. And as far as the outfit goes, yeah, I don't like the Sakai clan helmets. Yeah, probably the headband of fear. Ooh, actually, with the gold trim, that actually kind of works. Yeah, maybe the Sakai clan armor isn't the armor I was thinking it was. I don't know, just something about it I'm not a big fan of. I don't know.
Are you alright?
You butchered them. Is Yarikawa giving us trouble again?
The Yarikawa rebellion was 20 years ago. Those men were with the Mongols.
Of course. Seeing you like that, I'm still shaken up. I need to catch my breath.
By the lake. Your favorite tree.
Yes. Come.
What does she mean I butchered them? I mean, we had a sword fight.
Earlier, you've been making poisons.
Keeps the vermin out of our rice.
Can you make it stronger? Enough to kill a man?
No one deserves that.
Can you do it?
The effects in larger doses are ugly.
Good.
Oh, my lord.
Did she not know we're fighting a war?
Sit with me a moment. Poison has never been the Sakai way.
No Sakai had to fight the Mongol Empire.
Alone, generally.
I need every weapon we have. Tsushima can't afford anything less.
The Mongols have changed you, young master.
The world has changed.
My mother taught me about plants that heal, others that harm, even kill. But they must be consumed. How will you poison the invaders?
A blowgun and darts. I've read of their use by a Genji warrior who studied with monks from the west. Will you help me?
I'm so sorry.
I promise.
I'm trying to turn my mic off when I'm coughing.
I've looked after your every need since your mother carried you. I won't stop now.
All I need is something to make a blowgun.
Used to be plenty of reeds downriver, near the old crossing. Remember? You and your little friend gathered them to make little boats.
Ryuzo and I, we spent all day reenacting the Battle of Danora.
Be careful, Jin. The invaders have an outpost there now.
Don't worry, I'll be back soon with reeds.
Go on. I'll be fine.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, does she not understand that there's kind of, you know, a battle going on here? Or I guess war is probably more of a better answer. I mean, I get it. Yes, we're not fighting as a samurai. We're being more of a ninja, but still, come on. Alright, guys, you know what? Like I was saying, I'm getting tired. I'm choking now. It's very uncomfortable. Honestly, talking is getting a little hard. So I'm going to go try and drink some water or something, clear my throat. And we will pick up, and finish this mission in the next video. Thanks for watching. Social media is in the description. Like, comment, you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned more next time. Until then, my name's AJ Gels. This is the Game Channel. I'm out.